and then of course you're watching the video here with me. You'll need a pencil and you'll need a Sharpie for today's lesson. So first you write your name, and then you write your class code, so 3, and then the teacher's initial after that, whatever that might be. Then you're going to flip it over, and we'll begin to draw our elephants. We want these to be large and take up space. So I know this says to just start with the trunk, but I'm actually going to have you start with some gesture drawing lines first. That means we're kind of going to map out where the elephant's going to be, but we're going to draw really light. So you're going to start by just going like this and making some ghost lines where you barely touch the paper of a circle that represents the elephant's head. Then we're going to do the same thing for a body, do a very ghosty line of an oval, and then that will roughly be the body. If you want to go a step further, you can kind of make little ovals on the bottoms for legs, and it sort of looks like a balloon animal right now. That's totally fine. From there, we get to build the elephant. This just helps us measure that we're making the right size. So these ghost lines, you're drawing feather light, and you're just swirling your hand around. All right, now that I feel confident about the size of my elephant, now I can start to follow the how to draw worksheet. So I'm going to make the curve of the elephant's head, followed by the curve of his trunk, and I'm going to have that little heart shape at the bottom of his trunk, or a little letter M. Then I'm going to follow the curve line back till it meets the head. From there, I'm going to circle back. This elephant has tusks and an eyeball. So if I want to add tusks, I'm going to make a curve line around here, and then I'm going to make another curve line moving forward, and then come to a point and curve line moving back. Then I can erase the line in between here to represent the tusk. For the eyeball, it's just simply a circle. If you have a different way of drawing eyeballs that you'd like to try out for your elephant, by all means, please go for it. Now we're going to the ear. Same thing, to make sure it's the right size. I'm going to start with one of those whisper soft lines, drawing kind of a circle, ovally shape where I would like the ear to be, barely touching my paper. Now that I like the way that size is, I can go ahead and bring the ear to a point and come back up. Now I feel happy about the shape of the elephant's ear. Now we're moving on to the elephant's body. Its back just simply follows the curve that you already made. We're moving on to some feet. So we can start with drawing those gesture lines, like I said, tiny little ovals, or whisper drawing like what we would like the foot to be. So you're going to draw really lightly how you would like the foot to look. And then when you feel more confident, you go in and you draw it dark. So I'm starting with these front feet only. So here's the belly and here's the front foot. So the front foot is going to come down like this and then up. I like that. Mine is looking a little different than the picture already, and that's okay. I like the legs to not be fully connected to the body, like in one solid line. So I'm sort of making them separate. This is going to be the other elephant foot, and that's going to come up for his backside. So those are the front legs of my elephant. Now I have to draw those back legs. So again, I can start with those whisper soft lines, sort of sketching in how I think I would like those legs to be. And then when I feel good about it, then I draw dark. Okay, now we can add in details like the toes. That's 3 curved lines, 1, 2, 3, like 3 little hills for toes. And maybe you don't see all the toes because maybe the foot is facing forward. So this one I'm only going to see 2 toes because the way the elephant is walking. 1, 2.5 bumpies on that one because the way the foot is moving. Then I'm going to draw the elephant's tail, which is just a swerve line down, with a little paintbrush size tip, or like a teardrop shape at the end. If you look here, they're showing also the back ear. So you can include the back ear just by drawing a little curve here. Similar, they did not show the back tusk, but if you want to show the back tusk, you can do a little tusk in the back behind the opposite tusk. All right, that is the body of the elephant. Now we are moving on to details. So this one has like ruffles on the head, a little hat, a ruffly saddle, I guess you would call that, or maybe a blanket on the elephant's back. So you get to go ahead and be creative. This is the part where your creativity could shine. So you can do a little ruffle here. Oh, I guess that's the back ear, or a hat. I don't know. You decide what you want it to be. You can get really creative. You could add beads dripping down over the elephant's face, but please not in his eyes. That would make it hard for him to see. Okay, same thing with the back. You can make this little blanket square shape with ruffles coming off of it. You can do another square inside of it with a beautiful pattern inside of that. They sort of did like a crisscross pattern with some dots in between, but you are not limited here. You can do whatever you like. You can do zigzagging lines. This is a moment to be creative. They have some swirls. You can definitely do swirls, but you don't have to do it the same as what you see in the picture. Get creative, my friends. Okay, when that is all done, oh, look it, I almost forgot. This little jewelry around the ankles of the elephant too. Again, feel free to change it up and do it however you would like it to look. That can be different than how the picture looks. All right. Now that I have all those details, I'm going to Sharpie. I can still continue to Sharpie if I want to. This one is out now, so I'm going to take my Sharpie and just trace over everything. If you make a mistake with Sharpie, unfortunately, you cannot erase that. So try to take your time. I already made a mistake, but let's see if I want to. All those pencil sketching lines. So you come out with a nice clean finished drawing. Make sure you're holding your paper really flat while you're doing this. Oopsie. All right, if there's time, you can begin coloring in marker and colored pencil.